Hey, so before I even start, put your phone down, stop scrolling, and listen. Because Remy Ma just looked Claressa Shields dead in the eyes and shattered her entire little marriage fantasy into 1,000 tiny pieces. And the reason behind it, baby. I gasped so loud my neighbor knocked on the wall. This man Papoose, his whole game just got exposed on live TV. And once you hear it, you are never going to look at this love story the same way again. And stay with me till the end, because Claressa got caught doing something so embarrassing, so copycat, so obsessed, that I felt secondhand shame for a woman I've never even met. Screenshots included. So grab your tea, get comfortable, because Celeb Spill is about to give you the full story. Okay, real quick, for the two people in the back who don't know what's going on, let me catch you up. We've got Remy Ma, an actual legend, ATL royalty, been in this game forever. We've got Papoose, her husband, the man everybody thought was ride or die. And then we've got Claressa Shields, boxer, brand new to this drama and somehow standing right in the middle of a marriage that isn't hers. Oh, and Shinika. Remember that name because she's the one who lit the whole match. Cool. Now let's get into it. So Remy Ma got on that stage and she let it repeat. No hesitation, no biting her tongue, nothing. And here's the first thing that had me screaming. Let's be so honest right now. Nobody knew Claressa's name until Remy Ma. Nobody. She's not a headline. She's a side effect. The only reason her name is even trending is because it's attached to Remy's. That's not a star, sis. That's a shadow. Period. But the whole thing, the whole explosion, it didn't even start with Remy. It started with one nosy little question that should have never ever left somebody's mouth. Enter Shinika. Beautiful Shinika asked the question. The one question everybody was thinking, but nobody had the guts to say out loud. And baby, that question was a match on gasoline. Boom, detonated. The whole thing went up in flames. And then here comes Eva Marcel, pulled up, out of nowhere, and told Claressa to dial it back. Not a little, all the way back. Like, ma'am, you are doing entirely too much, and we can all see it. And I stood up because somebody finally said it. Now, was Shinika wrong for asking? Absolutely not. Girl, no, she lit that match, and honestly, I'm here for it. Somebody had to. All these other interviewers were tiptoeing around the truth like it was hot lava. Shinika walked right up and asked the real thing. That's not shady, that's brave. But then Remy Ma dropped a bomb so nasty, so precise, that everybody in that building forgot what they were even mad about. Here it is. Here's the tea I promised you. You ready? Papoose has been stalling this divorce on P-er-T deliberately, not because he's heartbroken, not because he can't let go, but because if that divorce finalizes, he might actually have to marry Claressa, and he does not want that. This whole thing, it was never about love. It was about money. It always was. And then Remy said the line, the one that's going to live in my head rent-free, no lease, no deposit forever. She said, nobody falls in love quicker than somebody who doesn't have a place to be. Ma'am. Do you understand what she just did? She did not come to argue. She came to bury him. That's not a diss. That's a whole eulogy. Papoose got laid to rest on live television and didn't even get a funeral program or a nice photo on the front. I had to pause the video. I had to stand up. I had to walk laps around my kitchen and come back. I was not okay. And honestly, I'm still not. And she didn't stop there. She reminded everybody that she'd warned this man. She told him flat out, if this woman comes for me, if she puts my name in her mouth, I will drag you all over that stage. And what did she do? She kept her word to the letter. That's the part that gets me. She said it and then she did it. And that right there is when it all clicked for me. Suddenly, I understood why Claressa turned around and started attacking Shinika out of nowhere. It wasn't because her feelings were hurt. It was a distraction. She needed you looking anywhere, except at this bombshell. Sneaky girl. Now here's where me and my own brain got into a fight, because there are two ways to read this. Option 1, it's a calculated distraction. She knew exactly what she was doing. Option 2, and this is the one I lean toward, she's just genuinely, deeply delusional and hurt, and she lashed out at the nearest target. Either way, she sat there and talked down to another woman like she was beneath her, and the disrespect was loud. It was so loud. So tell me in the comments, team it's a distraction or team she's just delusional? Drop it below because I genuinely need to watch y'all argue about this one. Go, but wait, before you pick a side, you need to hear the betrayal, because after this part, respecting Claressa becomes physically impossible. Here's the snake move nobody's talking about loud enough. Claressa slid into Remy Ma's DMs first, herself, all sweet, all humble. Hey queen, can you help me out? I look up to you so much. That whole innocent little act. Batting the eyelashes, playing the fan, doing the absolute most to get close. And then she turned right back around and showed up on the arm of Remy's Husband. The audacity, the nerve of it. You befriended the wife to get access and then walked off with the man on your arm like we wouldn't put 2 and 2 together. Ma'am, there is a special reserved VIP section in Messy for that. And let me be clear, this wasn't some accident. We just caught feelings. This was a plan, a whole strategy, and that's what makes it so much worse. She went into a marriage, a covenant, a whole union between 2 people, and she stepped right into the middle of it like it was an open door. That's not just messy. That's a choice she made with her eyes wide open. And let's talk about Pap for a second, because he is not innocent in this. When they were married, Remy was handing this man 20% as his manager, 20%, and allegedly he wasn't even paying a single household bill, not one. She's out here making the money, cutting him a check, and covering the house. So let's call it exactly what it is. This man got everything he wanted and dipped out. The love was fake, but those checks were very real. He's not a husband. Sis, he's a business expense. And now, the final nail. The thing that pushed me all the way over the edge. Claressa got caught red-handed copper Remy Ma, word for word, and I have the receipts. So Remy posted a Cardi B verse. You know the one, the whole, these girls want me to talk about them so bad, you can't flex on something I already had. Iconic. And then Claressa posts the exact same verse, same words, same energy, right there on her own story, strutting around like nobody on this entire planet would notice. But we noticed. We always notice. This girl is not just watching Remy Ma, she is studying her. Highlighter out. Flashcards ready. Taking notes like there's a final exam. It is giving obsessed. It is giving I want to be her. And the saddest part, she's trying so hard to be Remy and failing so publicly, so completely, that it's genuinely uncomfortable to watch. You can copy the verse, baby, but you can't copy the crown. Okay, but hold on. Let me flip this real quick because I don't want to be all the way heartless here. Should we maybe feel just a little bad for her? Hear me out before you cancel me in the comments. Because real talk, every single woman watching this has met a Papoose. That user, the one who takes and takes and takes your time, your money, your energy, and gives absolutely nothing back. And when Shinika tried to warn Claressa, that wasn't shade. That was a woman trying to save another woman from walking into the same fire she already knows burns. That was a good woman move. So maybe Claressa isn't the villain. Maybe she's just the latest woman to fall for a man who was only ever in it for the bag. Something to think about, but, and this is a big but, that still doesn't excuse coming for Shinika, who did nothing but tell the truth. You can be a victim and still be wrong at the same time. Both things live in the same house. So here's where we land. Whether it's a distraction or real feelings, whether she's calculated or just heartbroken, the bottom line is this. Remy Ma warned everybody, she kept her word, and she dragged that man clean across the stage exactly like she promised she would. And Claressa, she's out here copying verses and losing her whole reputation over a man who was never even hers to fight for. Now, the real question, the one I have genuinely been losing sleep over, is Papoose actually gonna sign those papers? Or is he going to keep milking this stall for as long as the money keeps flowing and nobody forces his hand? Because let's be honest, a man who's this comfortable being taken care of isn't in a rush to give any of it up. Something deep in my gut is telling me there's another bombshell loading right now as we speak, and it's going to be even bigger than this one. And you already know Celeb Spill is going to be right here, front row, tea in hand, when it drops. So do me a favor, tell me in the comments, Team Remy or Team Claressa? And if you think Pap is only sticking around for that 50%, drop a fire emoji so I know you see it too. Like this video, subscribe if you're not already part of the family, and smash that little bell, because on Celeb Spill, the tea is hot, it's messy, it's honest, and it is always served first. Love you, mean it, bye!